should attack with a veteran coming in that has a lot of experience and knowledge. And it just makes it more fun for me than, on my side, easier for me to share the secrets and the different tools and small nuances that go into the wide receiver play. And he's eager to learn, which also makes it fun.
Davante, you played in some offenses that were kind of based off his principles. What have you seen that Sean McVay likes to do that's different and exciting?
Well, I mean, there's only so many routes out there, so everybody's got similar routes. But I think just the continuity in the offense, the sameness, the different ways to get guys all over the field and make an impact inside, outside. The marriage between the run game and pass game is just so methodical. And you see why he's had so much success and why everybody kind of looks at him and looks to him the way that they do in his building. And before I even got a chance to really get kind of together with a lot of these guys, I've heard some of the feelings and sentiments from different players about him. And I don't think I've ever seen any uniformity toward any individual ever in the past before that. And getting to know him now, it just kind of backs it up, football wise and him as a person. So when your leader is that way, and it makes it easy to come to work. It just makes the whole thing a lot more fun.
Getting more into the wires.
Just like I said, it's just about ball. It's no other BS, and it's got a really good quarterback in here. Got a really good young team that shows a lot of promise, and it's obviously really close to being able to have a chance at the whole thing last year. So just knowing how hungry this team is and seeing the work that they still put in after a year like last year, it's just kind of confirms that we're going to play. Yeah, I think everybody kind of leads in their own way. Some people are vocal leaders, and some people are, kind of show the way and watch what I do. And I think he's a little bit more of that. He's definitely vocal, but it's more of like when he's not just speaking up all the time and breaking it down every day. But when he does talk, he doesn't listen. And it makes it easy for a guy like me because I run a route and expect that I'm supposed to run out of it a little bit quicker. Maybe I had to dive to catch it or something like that. He's saying that's on me. I got to put it on you versus telling me to do it a different way, which I'm completely okay with too. I'm the new guy here, and a lot of times that's how I look at it anyways. How can I make the thing better versus put a better ball on me? As long as he's throwing me the ball, I will figure out a way to get it. So him being a man like that obviously helps this whole thing go a lot smoother, and let's get on the same page real fast.
A few more guys.
In your time with Matthew, because you played with other elite quarterbacks, what jumps out about him that you know by watching?
Well, the main thing is, based off a couple we had today, he don't care what that coverage says. If they're not playing that coverage right, he might get the ball still. So everybody at all times got to make sure it's never just a love of the game. I'm sure everybody's heard of those routes where you kind of design to clear out or maybe based off a certain coverage to be eliminated. That ain't how he rolls. And you got to be a dog. You got to have a lot of confidence in your arm and who's across from you when you're throwing the ball to, and kind of all of that. So I actually got the ball today on one that I wasn't expecting to. Thank God I was ready for it, but I wasn't thinking based on the coverage I would get it. It came to me, and I actually had to catch one opportunity off of it. So, if you got a guy like that that's going to make you defend it the proper way and not just allow you to display a coverage and that dictate where the ball goes, you're in trouble.
We'll go Jordan, we'll go Gary, and then turn it back.
Well, I won't give you too much of that because we do talk a lot. I think it's important to have a good connection here, especially if you're trying to get on the same page with him. So he does such a good job of when I'm out there on the field, communicating as I'm going to the line and certain things. Maybe it's something that we talked about, or maybe he wants to test it, see how I run it, and whatever. And then we have to talk to him about it. As I come back to the huddle, or whatever it is. Call him. We talked last night about a clip that I saw. I gave him a call because there's one where I feel like I could have made a different decision. Just the way he talks to in that situation, just reaffirming that anytime we're out of choice or anything like that, like he likes to trust me to make the decision. Like that's the type of thing you give that type of confidence and power to the player, you get a good product.
Okay.
That's one of the things.
I've played with Aaron, one of the best pure passers in the NFL history, and now playing with Matthew, having spent some time with Matthew.
Don't compare them. Don't compare.
No, I'm not asking you to compare it, except as a receiver, catching the ball from those kinds of elite quarterbacks. Does the ball, what's different? What is it that maybe we don't see that's different in a good way for you guys?
It's a good question. I mean, it's a common question too. I feel like I've been asked maybe 20 times, just from various people. Does Aaron or Matt throw harder? I mean, everybody, Aaron, Matt, Derek, everybody, even when I play with Jimmy, they all can throw hard and they all do throw hard, but it's a time and a place for everything. So it's not like Matthew's just out there throwing just 100-mile-an-hour fastballs on every single pass. So there's certain times where it's going to come in a little hot, but I would say the timing is probably the thing that varies the most. Quarterback to quarterback, whether it's the Raiders or Washington or whoever it is, it's usually the timing. It's not the velocity. It's more because you can throw the ball if the window's closing. Guys are not going to throw a ball with a bunch of arrows. Everybody's going to throw it a little higher. So I'll probably say the timing, and then from there you obviously get on the same page and adjust to do whatever it takes to come down.
Last one,
Besides the obvious, can you go into a little more detail about why you need to be rejuvenated from what's going on over the last few seasons?
Yeah, I mean, just this game is supposed to be a kids' game, and us just have a good time, a fun time out there together. Kind of feel like Pop Warner, high school, college ball all over again, and that's exactly what this team feels like in the best way possible. It feels like a college type camaraderie. Just around. I mean, I don't think I've seen a linebacker and a punter talking as much as what I have since I've been here, or the kicker, quarterbacks, or whoever it is. It's just so much crossover, even within myself. Like I found it took a little bit more time for me to get integrated into the Jets team than it was getting here. I knew a lot more of the guys on the team, so it kind of just depends. And a lot of that probably has to do with going halfway through the season. It wasn't what this time we had too much time together. To kind of be away from ball as well, but yeah, it's always going to be different. But I feel like this is what I needed, just based off the vibe and the aura of the building, and everybody's in a good mood. It's not like a dark cloud over the building, and I've experienced that quite a bit over the last few years. So it's a glaring difference from coming in a building like this.
All right, thanks, guys.